Welcome in, hockey fans in the Desert Southwest, Sun Devil fans. It's another Pitchfork Profile. You can probably tell my next guest just came off the ice. Max Prawdzik is with me. And Max, first of all, welcome in.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Big weekend, right? Big weekend. Yep. You got to go back home. Mm-hmm. You got a chance to play, and you got a chance to be a difference maker. You have a really tough role when you're the backup goaltender, but let's start with that. Tell me how difficult that role is, and it's something you've done for a long time.
Yeah.
It's not due to your skill level, it's due to your competition, right? I mean, you run into some really hot guys with you.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been the thing in college of, I've been lucky, to play with a lot of really good players, and I've had a lot of really good goalie partners, and, that's kind of just how it shook out in the beginning of the year. Evan just kind of went off and had a really good start, and I sort of had to wait for my opportunity, which was tough, but at the same time, it's, that's why I signed up for a battle. There was nothing was guaranteed when I came here, so I knew that there was a risk that would happen, and also, I really like the team here. As disappointed as I was maybe to not be playing as much as I would like, I'm still happy to support the guys because I really like the team, I like the coaches, and I like what everyone's trying to do here. It's not really about me or how much I've played or whatever. It's just about how the team's doing, and we just want to win, no matter what. That's all that matters. Sure, I'm happy I got to contribute a little this weekend, but also, I'm more happy that we just won, That's all we really, I've been doing this for a while. It's my 5th year, right? I've seen it all, and, I don't know, I feel like at the end of the day, sure, I want to play, and I want to be the starter, and, I want to contribite, but what I want more so is to have good relationships when I'm done playing, and I feel like that's something I'm really doing a great job accomplishing here, and I think, even when there's times if I haven't played as much as I would like, I'm not really upset about it because I'm happy with the people that I'm with, and also that choice isn't mine to make, Coach Powers has been great to me. I'm lucky to even be here, I didn't play much at BU, and I was lucky to get a spot here,
right.
And so, whenever he needs me, I'm ready, and I think I'm just I'm the player and he's the coach. I don't really have any say in that. If he tells me to go, I go. If not, I support the guys and just try to be a good teammate,
All right, let's talk a little bit about Andover, Massachusetts. How much did you know of Joey DeCord before you came here? And did he have any effect on you wanting to become a Sun Devil?
Yeah, so me and Joey are really close friends from back home. We train together. So his dad runs a goalie school in North Andover, Mass called Stop It Goaltending.
Right.
So Joey and I pretty much just grew up training together and skating together, and every summer me and him have just skated together ever since I can remember, and now we're really close friends. So obviously, that had a hand in me getting a spot here because he put in a good word for me,
right.
And also it was just a good fit. They kind of I play sort of similar to Joey. We've been trained in the same goalie curriculum our whole lives, and it was just a good fit. Joey gave the coaches a good recommendation on me, and Joey gave the program a great rec for me, and it was an easy choice. Especially Joey loved it here. I know Joey misses it. Joey's doing great right now, but I know he misses it because I know every time anything happens, he's what's going on? How's this? How's that? And that's awesome because he loved it here, and I'm happy and very grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that Joey had a hand in that, and Joey's a good friend. I'm happy to have him.
All right, let's talk Sun Devil hockey. I mean, when you were talking about coming down here as a grad transfer, you and Coach Powers met obviously, and you knew there were no guarantees.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden you're going to China, and unfortunately Evan doesn't get to make the trip, and you're thrown into the fire.
Yeah.
How did that feel for you?
I mean, I think we were all kind of surprised when that happened to Evan. I wasn't happy because I knew he really wanted to go on the trip, and I had met Evan and known him for a little bit, and I knew he was a great kid, and regardless of the hockey piece, that was going to be a big team part of our year, and so I knew he was disappointed, and I certainly felt for him. I'm sure he was concerned about Justin Robbins and I getting play and him not early on, but I mean, the China trip personally for me was great because, one, I got to know the guys, and it was like, hey, you're in a foreign country with everyone. Here you go, figure it out, And two, I got to play and get comfortable and kind of, try to show everyone what I'm capable of, when I play well. And so it was kind of nice for me to get to just kind of do my thing over there, and I felt like the trip went really well. I had a lot of fun. I know the whole team had a lot of fun. The team played great. We won the tournament, and it was good. I mean, I think the preseason for me went about as well as I could have asked personally, and I'm happy that the team had a lot of success in China too, because I think it's just a way better trip when the hockey went well. I think if we had a couple bad games, I don't know how. We might have been doing sprints up the Great Wall or something, I don't know.
Okay, so you got that out of the way. You've seen pretty much everything, like you said, from being at BU. Mm-hmm. When you look at your teammates right now, and everybody down here wants to know, was last year a fluke, or is this team ready to be a national tournament team and a contender?
No, this is a legit team. It's a different style of hockey. We wear guys down, we're physical. But I think the thing that really separates us is that we can play a couple different styles. You know what I mean? When we play teams that are heavier, we have guys that can hit and get pucks deep and play a hard game down low. And then we also have some guys up front with good skill and speed. So it's a good balance that kind of allows us to do a lot of different things. And also the coaches are very diligent with their game plan. You know what I mean? There's always a good... a scouting sheet with everything about the other team, all their other vitals and things that we should know. The PK always knows what to do. The PP is very well coached. The goalies are well coached. And then overall, the thing that I think Coach Powers does a really good job of is, it's his team. Yeah. Like the assistant coaches do a great job and they do their roles, but at the end of the day, he calls the shots, and I really like how everyone's working together. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the coaches are all on the same page and they all know what their roles are, and I think that is crucial because you get on teams maybe where there's a coach that wants to do a little more than what the head coach wants and all that, and I appreciate how, from my perspective, I feel like the coaches are all on the same page and they all do a great job, and I think that's what makes us successful too, because we know what we need to do well and we know what the other team is going to try to do well to beat us when we play them.
Okay, so let's wrap things up by talking about this last trip. Everybody's joking because they're saying, like, you brought Tempe weather with you. You guys flew into Boston, drove down to Providence and such, but is that really, really unusual, 65 degrees in January?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how, the weather patterns are changing. There's going to be higher highs and lower lows. When it gets cold, it's going to be cold, and when it gets warm, it's going to be warm. So, we were just happy to get the win. I think that's got to be every weekend, that's got to be our goal. We can't be thinking about the tournament or the pairwise or any of that. It's got to be, let's win the weekend. Let's take care of the weekend, because it's too daunting of a task for us to try to think too far ahead. And I think the coaches are doing a great job about keeping us present. And again, I'm here, I just want the team to do well. I want to continue to have great relationships with my teammates, and at the end of the year be able to say I have a lot of close friends, a lot of close teammates, because you talk to everyone when they're, if you're done playing hockey, you hear people that say, whenever they're done, they always say, I'm going to miss the guys.
Right.
That's what everybody says. Sure, you miss playing the game, but what you really, really miss is being on a team, and I'm really happy to be here on this team because it's a really close group, and top to bottom, it's great just being able to get along with everybody.
All right, two-parter to end things for you. Joey's grandpa used to follow everything I did. Yeah. He knew everything that happened to Joey down here before Joey did.
Yeah.
You got any of those in Andover that are keeping an eye on you?
Yeah. So my parents are both very supportive, and I have two older brothers, Ben and Daniel, that are both keep an eye on me and what's going on. I have an uncle. My Uncle Dave, who's very, very supportive and keeps a close eye on everything. I have a great supporting cast. I have a lot of friends from high school that always check in on me, and I'm very fortunate in that regard. I have a lot of people that are looking out for my best interests, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time, and regardless of what happens throughout the year, I think the whole team's just looking to continue to bond and get closer and just try to make this season a special one.
All right, last one for you. That Andover goalie train, is there any more coming up in the pike? We got some more coming out there?
I don't know. I hope so. I mean, they're doing something right. I mean, the way that, stop at goaltending has grown over the past couple of years. I mean, it's like they're raising like a goalie army over there. Like they have it. The training center there has everything that you need, weights, yoga, vision training, all this stuff. And no, I mean, now more than ever, goalie coaching is more readily available for people more than ever. Like, if you talk to Evan, I mean, this is one thing that I thought was amazing about him, because Evan's really good,
right?
And he didn't have a real goalie coach until he was in juniors.
Wow.
And that, to me, is really impressive. But now I feel like goalie coaching is more readily available, and hopefully there's some more Andover kids, just East Coast kids in general, that give this program a look, because this is a special place to play. It's different. The quality of life outside the rink is different than anywhere else in college, and it's an honest program. You know what I mean? Like it's still relatively new, and it's honest. Like coach will tell you how it is and how he feels, and whether you agree with that or not, it's amazing. At least knowing where you stand.
Right.
And so. No, I love it here. I'm really happy with how the year's been going, and I can't wait to see what happens next.
All right, Lige, you got to ask the last question. We
Yeah.
follow you on social media.
Yeah.
Where does the Prawdzilla come from?
So I had when I was in prep school, there was a kid that I went to school with who was one of the captains with me on the hockey team, and he was like, I was making like a Twitter one day, and I was like, geez, like I don't know what my thing should be. And he was like thinking, we were literally sitting in his car, and he was just thinking about it, and he was like, oh, like, what about like Prawdzilla? Like it's like Godzilla, but it's like Prawdzilla. And it's like funny because like I'm not a super intimidating guy. I'm 6'3", I'm pretty skinny, it's pretty goofy, but it's kind of just taken off, and it's a joke, and that's it. It's Prawdzilla ever since then. I remember my first mask in college. I was like, should I get it on my helmet? People might think it's kind of weird. And I was like, definitely have to get it. So,
all right, Prawdzilla. Well, keep up the good work. Congratulations on a great weekend, and let's keep this thing rolling and see another national tournament here.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.